of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop. This guy is Mr. Boop. My name's Lisa Doop and I'm Mr. Boop.
My name is Ryan Pfeiffer, and yeah.
Isn't that just right? Ryan, it's Tuesday, May 5th, 2020.
Can we keep this energy up the whole podcast where you're like, hey, yeah, isn't that right, Ryan? Yeah.
We're reading the 78th ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop, Ryan?
Lisa, great Betty drawings.
That's great. So, Ryan, we've been told by a special team of researchers that this panel has full...
Lisa, shadow synopsis. Getting very sick of drawing this hospital room. Lol. LOL.
That classic Alec. Yeah, so we've been told by a very special team of researchers that this comic has 4 panels. Now, is that right, Alec? Is that right, Ryan?
Lisa, never call me Alec again, please. Yes, whatever you said, that's right.
And is it true that in panel 1 we see Betty and standing over the bed, and this is real, of Alec Robbins, and he's very sick. I think he's in a coma, and Betty is looking down at him, concerned. And there's some speech bubbles. This is a real special, but there's some speech bubbles coming from Betty. And what does the speech bubble say, Ryan?
It says, Alec, elect trees, please, elect trees. And there's another speech bubble that says, wake up, elect trees.
Mm-hmm. As he's crying as well. And I'm a real big fan.
And her hair is all messed up. It's like crinkly, and part of it is like lopped to the side.
I'm a real big fan of the aesthetic of things that are untidy and like grungy and completely fucked looking.
This is
really appealing to my sensibilities in that.
There's really big bags under her eyes as she's crying.
Yeah.
Alec looks
like Ryan was.
Alec looks like a
like Ryan was backstage when he saw me yelling at that guy that intern who didn't get my coffee.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Alec is lying there looking like a Sleeping Beauty.
Looking like a corpse.
Yeah. Panel 2.
In panel 2, it's a close-up of Betty Boop.
Mm-hmm.
You see the right side of her face.
Yeah, half of her face.
She's still smiling, though.
Really widely.
In both of these, she's still smiling. It's weird. And
we see more detail under the bags under her eyes. Well, it's about the same amount of detail, but we see her eyelashes are crinkled as well.
Yeah, she hasn't left his side, presumably.
She's got 2 speech bubbles that say, "It's the
panel." Speech bubble number 1 says, "You've been in a coma for almost a year now. I'll be by your side until you wake up."
So presumably, Electries at the end of both of those.
This comic takes place in what we refer to as 1 ABB, 1 after Betty Boop.
That's right, Lisa. Panel 3, we have a close up of an IV. IV, not ID. Yeah.
This is our weekly segment. This is sort of our weekly segment. Can Ryan determine what the next line is in the Son of the Mask Halloween scene?
No. What did you call it?
Don't you... The Son of the Mask Halloween scene.
Halloween?
Yeah. So...
I had no idea it had anything to do with Halloween.
Line 1...
Is that why they don't say anything about him coming up to the club in a mask?
Line 1...
Because it's Halloween?
Tim Avery of The Mask comes up to the front of a doorway and says, "Don't you just love Halloween?" What does he say next, Ryan?
I don't know, but the next line is from the guard. At the door, the bouncer.
It's not. You gotta say what the next line is.
It's not from the bouncer?
It's not from the bouncer.
ID, please.
No. The next line was Trick or Treat from Tim Avery. Making the full segment.
I watched a second of it earlier. I watched a second of it earlier. I didn't watch the scene. The one copy of that scene that's on YouTube for some reason is out of sync. Yeah, it's out of sync.
Yeah. Jenny, good friend. I have the Vimeo upload where it's in sync.
Was it? Did you try to upload it to YouTube?
Yeah, but it gets copyrighted.
Like removed or just copyrighted?
Gets removed.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird. Because I was gonna say I can upload. I have the re-uploads channel, so I can just put it on there. But if it gets removed, well, I was looking at it because I was trying to say, you know Tierra Whack, right?
Of course.
You know,
we talked about Tierra Whack.
You know her song Fruit Salad.
No.
It's like worry about yourself, but don't worry about nobody. It's in Whack World. It is in Whack World. It's when she's lifting weights.
I haven't seen the video for Whack World.
What?
I've just heard the song.
Sorry, I gotta keep my energy down. What? You haven't seen Whack World?
Yeah. No, I don't believe in music videos. Actually.
What? Wait, really? You don't?
No, I do believe in music videos. Okay. It just never come to me when I'm.
That's what you should do. Is when you your first music video should be like a homemade version of the scene from Son of the Mask with one of your songs. And then when you make a full movie, it could be like you can have that in there.
This is the part where you dance. This is the part where you boogie. This is the part where you dance. Ladies, shake your booty.
What is that?
Shake your pants like this. That's from the song. That's from the scene.
In Son of the Mask?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I thought it was Can't Take My Eyes Off You.
Yeah, but it starts with that, but then it goes into Can't Take My Eyes Off You.
No, I thought it started with Can't Take My Eyes Off You.
Well, yeah, it starts with the character Chad performing Can't Take My Eyes Off You, but the audience
I don't want
hate it.
No spoilers, please. That's the song that goes, I love you, baby, right?
Yeah.
I thought that song was called I Love You, Baby.
Oh, no. It's good tale.
It should be called I Love You, Baby.
It's called Can't
That's
Take
the
My
best
Eyes
part.
Off You.
It's just like, I can't take my eyes off you. Who cares? But then he's like,
what?
I love you, baby. That's the good part.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's all the good part. The best thing. Have I told you?
Who's that?
One of my friends. What? I don't know. Some one-hit wonder from the 1950s.
I'm pretty sure it's by Frankie Valli.
By Jamie.
Which is not a
one-hit Kennedy.
Wonder. Frankie Valli is not a one-hit wonder. That's the version I have saved is by Frankie Valli. I don't know if that's the version. The version I like is that, you know that video of the frog on a record and he's spinning around and is playing that song?
No.
Well, there's a video of a frog spinning on a record and the record is playing that song. I don't know what version of the song that is, but that's the version I like and I can't find it anywhere.
It's tragic. Have you tried Shazamming it? I
don't know. I don't have that. I use Google usually.
Well, yeah, but Shazam can just pick up from if you play the song, it will tell you what it is.
So does Google. Google can do. You don't need apps for that anymore. Google does just like.
It's awful.
But for some reason, you still need apps to scan QR codes. Like, why doesn't your phone just do that?
It does.
It has the ability to, but it doesn't.
No,
you
mine
still
does.
need to. For some reason I needed to maybe I just couldn't find it, but I needed to.
You just open your camera to it, and then it will go to the link.
What? Wait. Okay. Yeah. Send me a QR code. Let me try this. Don't send me Rickroll. That's not funny. That's not clever. Anything else?
Okay.
Well, not porn either, please, or a virus.
Okay.
I know I'm narrowing it down quite a bit. This is a disconcerting laugh. I wish I could have some higher energy in this podcast, but our contract forbids it.
But the humor has failed.
Hmm?
But the humor dictates that you not.
No, you were right the
Have any
first time. The humor has failed.
The humor has failed. Okay, there you go.
All right, let me see. What the fuck? It works? Well, I tapped it. So it does recognize it, but I can't. I'm tapping it. My fucking the touchscreen on my phone sucks so bad. Okay, there we go. It worked. I'm gonna delete this stupid QR code app then. I didn't realize it was that easy because it doesn't say anything about it being able to. It says. Okay, I don't know. It's Google Play's saying something weird but Instant app. Is it? I think it's downloading Vimeo now.
Oh no. What are we doing here?
And then
still...
unable to play video. Also. Oh.
Well.
Son of the Mask. Can't take my eyes off you. Thanks, Jenny.
Yeah.
Angry Beavers pilot also. Anyway, you know this song. You listened to Whack World. You know, worry about yourself and don't worry about nobody. They're trying to rhyme me. 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 About nobody. I don't need no ID. ID.
Did you just ID?
Yeah.
ID.
You know that part?
Ah.
Yeah. So it started reminding me of when I don't know the actual scene. I think I tried to look up the actual scene to see how similar it is. And because maybe I could make that a meme.
Just what's the Jenny upload? But you have
I have to see the full movie. No, but she's like,
it's standalone.
She says ID, I think, but then it just goes into I did. So it's like I did, but it sounds like she's saying ID. And then so I started hearing it as ID, no IV. I felt like there was something there. This is how my mind works when I shut up. When I hear similar things, this is how my meme editor mind works. It's like, oh yeah, this could go with this if I edit it in a certain way. So I was watching it to see if I could edit it in that way. I don't think I can though. It's not similar enough. The exchange can't really be lined up to the song specifically.
That's tragic.
I think when you're describing it, it sounds more similar to how the song goes.
Damn. When I say ID,
no IV. It's like ID,
IV.
I eat all my vegetables. You don't know that song?
No.
Lower my cholesterol.
Yeah.
It's the one that.
In the thing.
Well, I was gonna say how it starts in the video, but you haven't seen that. Well, you know the one that's like tic tac toe. Mario.
Yeah, that's a
and then she
classic.
says, and Luigi.
And Luigi.
Yeah, and then it cuts to a guy who looks like Luigi in the fruit salad video.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a good video.
I should watch it.
Anyway, what's happening with the IV in panel 3?
So Tim Avery, Son of the Mask, sees a sexy lady.
No.
And his eyes pop out of his head.
No. That's not in the comic.
Okay, the thing about this scene is that he
It's not in the comic.
Her
I don't want to know.
outfit
I'm taking my headphones out. I don't want spoilers for Son of the Mask.
Okay. There's an IV in this panel. And she says, but I just miss you so much, Electries. I wonder what's going on in your head right now.
She says, but I just miss you so much. I can't take my eyes off of you.
Yeah, exactly. So
You're just too good to be true. I wonder what's going on in your head right now, and it cuts to inside of Alex's head, and it's the
trying to
scene
get
from,
into it.
it's the scene from Son
Yeah.
of the Mask.
So you have seen this? No.
No, I know the song. I was
That's
literally.
just the
I think the
song.
song was my alarm the other day. Actually,
My
it was
God,
really funny.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice. I have a sealed copy of the soundtrack of that album.
Of course you do.
Of that movie. I mean, it's a classic.
I have an unsealed copy of Austin Powers Pinball right here.
Nice. I wanted to get it just so I could play it, but it showed up sealed, and I was like, well, I can't open this now. This probably went out of print 17 years ago.
The celebrity voices of Mike Myers and Robert Wagner. That's funny that they would. I don't think Robert Wagner.
There's one more panel to describe. Here,
I don't
man.
think Robert Wagner recorded lines for this. But they just. He's such a big name. They credit him on the back. Like, we got Robert Wagner for this. No, you didn't. You just took the lines from the movie.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at Austin Powers Pinball again. What is panel 4? Describe it.
Panel 4, Alec. Oh, Alec, in panel 4, Mr. Boop, Alec Robbins, the creator of Mr. Boop, he is sitting, dreaming like a baby in the exact same positioning he was in panel 1. He hasn't moved in a full year, but there's a speech bubble coming from his head proving he's not dead, and he's thinking and dreaming.
Almost
and
a
he
year.
says, Dr. Sonic the Hedgehog, you gotta believe me. I really am married to Betty Boop. That's what I think.
Gotta and am are in all caps. Electro point after me and 3 electro points after Boop.
Well, thanks for coming onto the show, Ryan.
It would probably be easier if you said the punctuation as you were reading it instead of me interjecting it afterward.
Easier for who?
Everyone.
No. Anyway,
the top of it underneath his head is supposed to be a pillow, but it looks weird here in panel 4.
It does. It does indeed.
Yeah, it does.
Ryan,
indeed.
thanks for being here. Thanks for being here tonight.
It's always a pleasure.
Thanks. You know, I hope your new release goes well.
My release on Bandcamp.
Yeah, your Bandcamp. Your new EP.
What is it called again?
It's time that it's called While I'm Away.
Yeah, my new EP while I'm away at
it's called that because it was quickly
Bandcamp.
made, so it's a quick one.
Mm.
Anyway,
and Lisa,
you've been listening to Being Mr. Boo,
your game channel, Semi Sweet Gaming.
Yeah, my game, Semi Sweet Gaming.
You can find all the updates on that at Twitter, Semi Sweet Stuff stuck on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. You can find all of that stuff.
Yeah, if you want updates on Lisa's projects.
Yeah. I'm playing. I appear to be playing. You've not uploaded in 3 weeks. What's going on, Matt?
I mean, you're working on a revamp of the channel, which is coming out today.
Oh
shit!
well,
it's 4 o'clock. It literally just uploaded just this second.
Well, I don't see it.
No, refresh. Look, it's right there. It's right there.
Nope.
You see?
Bad. I don't see it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. I see it. What's going on? Are we ending?
Oh, you've been listening to Being Mr. Boo.
Yes.
We got to tell the guys at work to come up with more taglines.
Mm-hmm.
You can visit the show's website at www.beingmrboo.com for a full catalog of episodes and to sign up to host the podcast. For more updates, follow at Missy English Twitter.
Yeah, that was technically words.
I don't think we had.
Welcome to the world famous Betty Boop. She was a little lucky guy. So in love might make you puke. She's the apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shamma-lamma ding dong loop de loop.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.